I was a full-time mom. I went to school full-time when I was getting my AA. I was actually pregnant, during that time. And funny, but not so funny story, I actually started going into labor while I was in a class, at one of my night classes, and I had to get taken to the emergency room. And the next day I still, like took the test that I missed and was right back on. So that was just a lot of stress, but it was well worth it.
You went into labor in the class, you had a baby, and then you took the exam the next day?
Yeah, my teacher let me. I asked her, I was like, hey, well, can I just take it like from here? Like I can get a proctor. Yeah, just jump right in. I was very serious too about just like my grades. Very proud of my grades. I did really good. I studied really hard, and I actually ended up graduating with honors when I got my bachelor's degree eventually. But yeah, I made it through full time when I got my AA transfer degree. Um, Took some time off, went to WSU online for psychology, what I thought was what I wanted to do, changed my mind really quick, took a long break, continued at the credit union that I worked at, and then just gained some experience. I really loved what I did because I got to help a lot of my members. And was a loan officer for a long time. But eventually, I felt like I needed a little bit more. My job and what I did there didn't necessarily require any kind of degree, but like I mentioned earlier, an education has always been really important for me, especially as a first gen student. Also wanted to make my mom proud, so I did end up going back eventually just for myself. And I felt that a business degree, I always felt like if I can do psychology and business, like that would be perfect. I felt that those would go hand in hand. But eventually, I went through the bachelor's program at YBC that they had just kicked off. I was one of the first students to join that group. And I went through it full time. And the way that program was designed, it was actually designed for, working parents. So they had a lot of night classes. They were very flexible. They had like hybrid platforms to just make it very accessible and flexible. So I was able to successfully go through that in the 2 years, and I graduated in 2016. And eventually, just everything that I learned really did help me in what I'm doing now, because the role that I'm in as a financial education manager is brand new. It's a brand new position, a brand new department actually that we launched about 5 years ago. And I was able to, jump right into that role. And my business degree gave me all the skills that I needed to set up the foundation for that department, which has been just instrumental, to the success and very helpful.